Hey fellow Manhwa fans, welcome to Manhwa Odyssey, where today we're delving into the captivating world of Revenge of the Iron-Blooded Sword Hound, Season 2. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and spread the word to your friends who are into Manhwa. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on the adventure we have in store for you. So grab your seat, and let's dive right in. Vikir, staring at the shadowy figure, asked himself, is this overwhelming energy that I sense even from afar? Are you an elite corpse? As the masked individual looked down on Vikir, as if he were an insect, he launched himself toward Vikir, grabbing his multi-faced sledgehammer with both hands and swinging, causing a small explosion. However, Vikir dodged, as the masked demon quickly adjusted his form and swung again. Vikir dodged immediately. Pausing for a mere second, he noticed the demon was about to lunge his sledgehammer as if it were a cannon. Vikir, with his immense flexibility, dodged once again. As he created distance between them, he thought to himself, that aura of a high-ranked graduator. And using the religiously holy Quo Vadis bludgeoning technique, he's not an elite corpse. Did a demon infiltrate the religious holy nation? Well, they do have their corrupt sectors too. I think he's a servant who works under the 10 elite corpses, Vikir confidently said aloud. If I kill you, I should be able to meet the 10 elite corpses. As he retracted his aura sword, Beelzebub, Vikir stated that he was annoyed because he was also getting rid of the trash. It's been a while since I've let loose as we see the demon leap into the air. Swinging his massive, cube-shaped sledgehammer, Vikir effortlessly stopped the sledgehammer with a powerful upper kick, causing the ground beneath him to shatter and crumble. The demon, confused by the display of power, growled. Groar. Vikir responded with a flurry of sonic punches, blasting the demon into a building with a powerful left hook to his torso. The demon, regaining his balance, stopped himself as Vikir jumped into the building, landing in front of the demon. The demon then charged at Vikir. However, Vikir quickly broke the demon's left arm and swiftly rotated behind him, breaking the demon's right arm, which was holding the cube-faced sledgehammer. Finishing it off with a deadly punch to the torso, the demon was sent flying, impaled by an iron spike sticking out of the rubble. Vikir slowly walked over to the demon and noticed a name carved into the demon's flesh. Ephibo, is that your name? Vikir asked. Who's your master? Who made you like this? The demon responded with a loud. Judging from the demon's appearance, Vikir thought, they might also be controlling what you say. Well, interrogation comes in forms besides words. As Vikir reached out for the metal spike, he said, I'm going to slice your body into smaller pieces. He twisted and turned the spike, causing the demon excruciating pain. Your intestines, your bone structure, your injuries, the freshness of the blood in your veins, and the concentration of your mana. Those things can tell me a lot, Vikir said. Ephibo, shall we start the interrogation then? Vikir was distracted by a voice that shouted, Save me. He looked to see where the sound was coming from. Lifting a pile of rubble with his right hand, he asked Lloyd Dockseller, you mentioned that you were a poison seller? You're lucky to have survived amidst this chaos. If you want to live, you know what you should do, right? As Lloyd Dockseller stood stunned with fear, Vikir said, Tell me everything you know. Lloyd Dockseller asked. If I do, will you spare me? Vikir replied. Depends on the value of the information. As they spoke, a new shadowy figure appeared, looking down at them. We then see a better look at the figure, who appears to be a student, clearly displeased. Lloyd Dockseller shouted, I'll tell you everything. In the headmaster's room, my safe. As he was about to divulge the secret information to Vikir, the demon student opened his eyes towards the old man with a murderous gaze. Vikir quickly picked up on the murderous aura he felt and swiftly turned his attention to its source. That, just now. As we see Lloyd Dockseller's tongue duplicating into miniature faces of himself, Vikir was surprised by the sudden glowing green light coming from Lloyd Dockseller, as his face began swelling larger and larger. A massive green explosion erupted from Lloyd Dockseller. We then transition over to the church bell ringing, as we see an overview of the city, dust dissipating. People shouted, there's an explosion, as the city guards marched toward the location. Dolores Lunku Wadis arrived on the scene, asking the guards, what's going on? Are there any casualties? A guard responded, Saintess, we're still investigating, but the remnants of the explosion are a little. As we see Dolores Lunku Vadis with a worried expression, we are shown the massive explosion crater caused by Lloyd Dockseller. Dolores Lunku slowly walked to the center of the crater. She analyzed the explosion, thinking, this can't be seen as normal. The traces of the fight were imprinted on the orphanage. What kind of evil was fought against here? Dolores Lunku noticed a damaged mask on the ground, stooping down and covering her face. A city guard noticed and asked, "Are you all right, Saintess?" She replied, "Yes, I'm a little anemic," the guard said. "I don't think there are any casualties, so please don't push yourself." Cold sweat ran down her face as she thought, "I got flustered, so I hid this. But this mask, Night Bloodhound." We hope you guys enjoyed the episode of Revenge of the Iron-Blooded Sword Hound Season 2 on Manhwa Odyssey. Please ensure to like and subscribe for more.